Looking at our world from a theological perspective. This is the Theology Central podcast, making theology central.
Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, August the 1st, 2023. It is currently 9:39 a.m. Central Time, and I'm coming to you live from the Theology Central studio, located right here in Abilene, Texas. Now, it's pretty simple to buy a microphone, hook it to a computer, find some platform out there that will allow you to post and publish a podcast, and then you just start talking. You just turn on the microphone, you talk, you share, you talk about what you think is interesting. Hopefully you can do so in a way that is maybe dramatic, entertaining, informative, depending on what you're going for. And then, you've got to upload your podcast to your hosting site, and then hopefully they will distribute it to as many different apps as possible. But here's the thing. People have to be able to find your podcast. You can be on any app. It doesn't matter how many different apps you're on. If they cannot find you on the app, then it's not really, it's great that you're there, but they've got to find you, right? And how do they find you? Well, they will find you, number one, maybe searching for a particular topic that you covered in an episode, and you have that topic in the title of the episode, so they can find you that way. Or they hear about your podcast and they search for it by name, right? So for us, it would be Theology Central, and then boom, it pops up. So if you go to any podcasting app, in fact, if you have a podcasting app available, in fact, before we even move on, this is one of those episodes I need everyone to participate. I need you to have your phone, tablet, computer, because I am going to ask you to search and do a number of things, because we're going to try to fix something. We're going to do a workaround until the problem is completely fixed, because once again, I can put my podcast everywhere, but if people can't find me, what difference does it make, right? I can spend hour after hour in front of this microphone talking, but if people can't find the podcast, then in essence, you're just speaking to yourself. You're just talking to an empty room. And nobody, if you're doing a podcast, it's because you believe you're talking about something that is important enough that you want people to actually hear it. So let's do this. I don't know. So if you'll participate, we'll kind of slowly build to the dramatic conclusion here, which is a workaround to one of the apps that clearly you can't find us. All right. And I will explain everything in just a moment. So are you ready? Are you ready to do this? I don't know what podcasting app. You can choose whichever podcasting app you have on your device. I don't care if it's Apple, Google, Podbean. I don't care. Pocket Cast, Breaker, you name it. You just open up that podcasting app. I'm going to go to all the podcasting apps that I have right now. So I'm just going to open one. I'm going to go to Google Podcast. I'm going to go to Google Podcast. Now, on Google Podcast, at the bottom, there's the Home tab. Then there's the Explore tab. I'm going to go to Explore, and I'm going to search for Theology Central. Theology Central. Theology Central. There we are. And look, there it is. There's our podcast. Theology Central. It showed up just like that. I don't even think I got the entire word central there, and it was already popping up. So you can find us on Google Podcast without any problem. All right. Now, if you're listening, you search on whichever podcasting app you want to search for and see if you can find us. How easy is it to find our podcast, Theology Central? Do a search for Theology Central. And please, if you're listening to us on Spreaker, comment. But look anywhere, because I want you to see how this would typically work on any app. You type in Theology Central and you should be able to find us. In fact, on many of the podcasting apps, you'll see that there's like 2 or 3 podcasts, Theology Central, and they're all us. Okay, I see someone, Podbean, easy to find. So Podbean, we're found. Google Podcasts, we're found. Okay, we'll see if anybody else is listening, because I really want to demonstrate that this is the way it's supposed to work. Now, that doesn't mean anyone's going to find you, because they have to know the name of your podcast to even search for you. But what you want to be able to tell people is, Easy on Pocket Cast. So Pocket Cast, so those are 3 apps immediately that we've already established were easy to find. Podbean, Pocket Cast, Google Podcast. Now, that doesn't mean someone's going to find you, but it means that you can tell people, hey, where's your podcast? Any podcasting app, just search for Theology Central and you'll find us. That's what you want to be able to tell people. Now, that's no guarantee that they will. Someone said an Apple podcast. So, well, I mean, immediately it just demonstrates how easy it is to find us. Now, you've got to do other things. I hate to say this, to kind of manipulate the game, manipulate the system. That's why podcasters are always asking people, please, we beg you, give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Write a review. Please, if whatever podcasting app you're using, if you can give it a rating, please give it a rating. Do that. Some may even ask you, hey, go to your podcast app of choice and just search for our podcast over and over and over and over. For example, if you go to Podorama, the Podorama podcasting app, they have trending. Now, okay, well, I don't think they have trending searches. Some of them will show you which podcasts are being searched for the most. In fact, here you go. If you go to Podorama and you hit search, it says trending searches. The top 14 trending searches today are Harry Potter, true crime, BBC, football, happy place, crime, sleep, favorite murder, comedy, stuff you should know, confessions, history, Dolly Parton, and mystery. Those are the top searches for today. Now, typically you see people are primarily looking for certain topics. But if you could get, 10, 15, 20 people and just all day search for Theology Central, Theology Central, Theology Central, you could possibly move your podcast up there to one of the top searches and the trending searches. And then when people hit search, they'll see that you're one of the trending searches. Like there's all these little games podcasters play to try to make their podcast more visible, right? You want it to be found. I mean, if it's hidden and obscurity, that, you want people to find it. So typically on all the podcasting apps, it's that simple. Type in Theology Central, you find us. Type in certain topics. Hopefully that's why the titles you create for your podcast episodes are so important. And it's why that's probably the area I'm the weakest in. I don't give it a lot of thought. I don't usually give my title. I don't sit there and strategically think, okay, if people were searching for this, okay, I need to make sure I have that in the title. I don't map it out and plan it out that way. I'm just more interested in getting it, getting the podcast episode done, uploading it and moving on to the next one, getting that one done, moving on. So I need to get better at maybe finding a way to get my titles so that they could lead people to that subject, that content, if they were looking for it. But I don't give it much thought. But you can just see. I mean, I think you can think about it. I mean, millions and millions of podcasts, millions of them. How am I ever going to be discovered? Well, you've got to find ways. You've got to find ways. And it's typically listeners who are the ones leaving the 5-star reviews, leaving the ratings, doing the searching. They're the ones who inevitably help you get discovered. And sometimes you have to kind of, almost beg people to be of assistance. Well, there's one app where if you search for us, the results are not going to be so good. All right. If you have the Sermons 2.0 app, the Sermons 2.0 app. Now, if you do not have the Sermons 2.0 app, I would strongly suggest you download it right now. Sermons 2.0 app, if you go to the App Store, here, I'm going to go to the App Store. I'm on the Apple App Store. If I type in Sermons 2.0, there it is, the Sermons 2.0 app. Now, 19 hours ago, they released an update. It's Sermon Audio 2.0 may be the easiest way to find it, but I think if you just type in Sermons 2.0, you can find that app. You should download it because you have access to millions upon millions of sermons. They have a search function where you can search for anything based off scriptural reference or topic, and you should be able to pull up all hundreds, thousands of sermons dealing with that. There's so many little features on the Sermons 2.0 app. You can listen to live webcasts like us. There's so many different things you can do. Everyone should have the Sermons 2.0 app on their mobile device. Look, anyone who's a Christian who wants to study and listen to sermons, and I mean, I cannot recommend it highly enough. Sermons 2.0 app, everyone should have, and we are so grateful that our content is on that app. We are so grateful that our content is there. The only problem is, if you search for Theology Central, well, let's see what happens. So for those listening who have the Sermons 2.0 app downloaded, or if you just downloaded it, when you open the Sermons 2.0 app, let me go to it. I got 9 million apps on my iPad. If you go to Sermons 2.0, well, the first thing you should see on the home tab, you should see us, because we're live broadcasting right now. We're the only live webcast going on. On the home tab, in the top right-hand corner, you see the little search magnifying glass. Click on that, type in Theology Central, and give me the results. Tell me what you find. Type in Theology Central and tell me what you find. And I will wait. Okay, you see my series, you see my sermons, but you don't see Theology Central broadcaster. You don't see us coming up as a broadcaster. People will see, well, wait, where's Theology Central? They'll see this content. Now, that may possibly get them to us, but many other broadcasters, if you search for, it shows up. It may show up sermons, series, but it will also show up broadcaster. Then they can click on the broadcaster and then follow the broadcaster, and then all of their new content will show up in their feed. We don't show up that way. Right? We don't show up that way. And that's a problem. That's a problem. Because I constantly tell people, download the Sermons 2.0 app and search for Theology Central. Well, they're not going to find me. Now, if they are really paying attention, they may see, understanding law and gospel or Bible study exercise. Let me click on that. Okay, now once I click on that, now I can get to Theology Central. But the thing is, I hate to say this, when it comes to people searching for you, when it comes to people looking for you, they're not going to usually take a lot of extra steps. If it's not simple, if it's not right there, they're not going to really worry about it, because let's be fair. There is a million other things to listen to. I think on the Sermons 2.0 app, it's millions, and who knows? I don't even know how many broadcasters, but millions of sermons. Why are they going to waste time trying? Okay, I got the Sermons 2.0 app. I don't see Theology Central. Oh, let me look at this. Great. That's wonderful. I lead people to other great content. That is wonderful, and I am happy about that. Now, you're not so happy about it in the sense that you're paying $50 a month to be on that app. So you want to be able that if you're not paying money to promote everyone else, you're paying money to hopefully for people to find you. So we have talked to them and they are working on it. They don't know why it's happening. Other broadcasters they can search for, boom, they can find. Us, we don't show up that way. Nobody seems to know. Now, if for those who are searching and trying to participate in this little exercise, please tell me what kind of device you searched for. Tell me if it was a phone, tablet, or if you're using the Sermon Audio website, the beta site or the original site. I think the original site you can find us. I think on the original site you can. But tell me all the different ways you're searching. Sermons 2.0 app, we don't show up as a broadcaster. We just don't. But tell me which device. Someone said Android. Okay. So we know that we didn't expect the Android to work anyway. So, the first thing you got to do is get rid of an Android and get an iPhone, and then you'll be closer to actually, okay, I'm joking. The old website, we show up. All right. So the old Sermon Audio website, we show up. The beta site, we do not. Why? That is so weird. Okay. All right, iPhone and computer. So iPhone, all right, we don't show up on the Sermons 2.0 app, and we won't show up on the beta site or on a computer, but we show up in the old site. That just makes ladies and gentlemen, that's maddening. That is maddening. But we do have a workaround. We have been given a solution. Someone sent me a solution, and I'm like, wow, it's frustrating, but at least it's a workaround. So if you have something to write with, I need you to write down the following code. All right? The following code. Now, to me, this is hilarious because I could start using this as a marketing campaign. Theology Central, the podcast they do not want you to find. Theology Central, the podcast they do not want you to hear. Our content is so controversial. Our content is so explosive that the only way you can find it, the only way you can discover is with a secret code. And that secret code, ladies and gentlemen, shh, turn the volume down. You need to get close to the speaker, okay? The secret code is 03314. The secret code is 03314. 03314. Now, on the Sermons 2.0 app, go to that search function. Type in 03314 and tell me what happens. 03314. Now, shh. You have to memorize this code. If you wrote it down, please burn it at the conclusion. You can't let anyone find it. Okay. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have been discovered. By using the secret code, you can find us. Look at that. It works in the app. All right. So we know it works in the app on an Android and an iPhone. Now, if someone could search on the beta site. All right. There we go. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You can discover us, but you have to have a secret code. So I need you to walk around today, wherever you live, wherever you need to just be downtown. Okay. And on the beta site, the code works, ladies and gentlemen. So I need you to go downtown. And when people walk by, go, shh, psst, psst, come here. And they're going to look at you. Psst, come here. And just say, the code is 03314. Download the Sermons 2.0 app. Use that code. You'll find the secret podcast. I don't know. Like we need to make it a marketing campaign, right? I'm going to have to make Theology Central shirts that just have 03314 on it. 03314, 03314. You just need to walk around going, psst, come here. The code is 03314. Download the Sermons 2.0 app. Search for it. You'll find the hidden podcast. You'll find it. Do you think that could be a marketing campaign? Do you think that could become my marketing strategy? That we're too controversial. They don't want you to hear us. Because if you tell people that they don't want you to hear me, then people will go listen to me just because they're being told that they don't want, they're trying to hide it. I'm going to go on like Truth Social today. I'm going to go to Truth Social. I'm going to go to every conspiracy kind of social media site and say, we're the podcast that the powers that be don't want you to hear. Now, I'm going to give you a code, but you've got to get rid of this because if they find the code, they're going to come for you. They're going to come for me. The code is 03314. Memorize it. Now destroy this post. Okay. I don't know if that will work, but in my mind, how can I turn this negative into a positive? Now, it is a negative, ladies and gentlemen. It is a negative. Let's just be honest. I mean, how many broadcasts are out there, that people can listen to? And I'm just telling people, download the Sermons 2.0 app and do a search for Theology Central. Well, they're going to do that. And they're going to be like, I don't see Theology Central. Someone said I could turn the code into a jingle. Okay, I need someone to do that. I need someone to record that. I need someone to record a jingle. I need you to find some copyright-friendly music, and I need someone to record a jingle. 03314. 03314. What I should do, I think you can pay. Well, it's not on the... I don't think it's on the beta site as well. On the old site, you could pay to have an advertisement. I think it's over to the right. And I could just pay to have an advertisement 03314. You know, I could possibly submit an advertisement to Sword of the Lord paper, right? Just 03314, 03314. Like that's, I don't know. Do you think that, I don't know if it could catch on. Could it catch on that we convince everyone that this is a conspiracy to silence us? That this podcast is so explosive that we have to broadcast from an underground bunker, and the only way people can get our content is with a secret code. I don't know how much I could really drive that up, but but to be honest, though, it is a little frustrating because again, there are all these episodes out there where I tell people download the Sermons 2.0 app and do a search for Theology Central. I tell people that all the time. So they download the app, they do a search for Theology Central. Are they going to immediately know? Now you'll see a couple of and guess what you'll find? You'll find the sermons, quote unquote, podcast episodes where Theology Central is in the title. Right? They'll see those series. Are they going to click on the series and then say, there's the broadcaster, and then go follow the broadcaster? I don't know if they're going to take those extra steps. But that's the workaround for today. They're supposedly working on it. They're going to supposedly get this fixed. In the meantime, 03314, 03314. That is the secret code to the Theology Central podcast on the Sermons 2.0 app. Every other platform on earth, boom, you can find us just like that. Just like that. Pandora, boom, you can find us. Amazon Music, boom, you can find us. Pocket Cast, Apple, everything. We're very easy to find in most cases. We're very easy to find. But that's the situation. The only reason I wanted to take the time to do this is, one, I wanted to verify with other people. That's why I'm asking for everyone to participate, that they were running into the same issue. We verified it on iPhone, Android, and on a computer, okay, and I think tablet as well. I think someone said that means all the major, obviously anything you use, you're not going to find us on the Sermons 2.0 app by searching for Theology Central. So I wanted to verify it, so I appreciate that, but I didn't want to do this just as like an introduction to another episode because I knew it was going to take 15 or 20 minutes. I could have just told everyone, but I wanted to verify. So I wanted everyone to participate. And by doing that, I knew it was going to take a long time. So I just wanted to do a separate episode here just to get this out of the way. Sometimes you got to turn on the microphone and do some of, those kind of housekeeping episodes, those like, hey, here's what's going on. Hey, here's what's happening, those kinds of things, because you got to keep people informed. And sometimes that takes a long time to do. So you don't want to take 20 minutes in your intro talking about something that has nothing to do with the actual content. So that's why I made this its own separate broadcast. But there you have it. Hopefully they'll get it fixed soon. Hopefully. Will that increase people finding us? I have no idea. Look, you would need all these analytics to know, like on some of the podcast apps, they kind of give you an idea what everyone's searching for. Now, once you kind of figure out what's trending, then what you can do is then create a podcast episode with that trending topic in the title. And then you have a greater chance of people at least finding that episode. And if they find the episode, they find you. And if they like the episode, then they will follow you. So you got all of these like things to constantly figure out. But I do know this. I hope people will be able to find us on the Sermons 2.0 app because I think for any Christian, the Sermons 2.0 app is absolutely a must-have. And I hope people are utilizing it and they're finding decent content, finding content that's challenging, even whether you agree or disagree. You're getting lots. I mean, you got so much there, and you can just look up any passage of scripture on the Sermons 2.0 app. Hey, we're in Jeremiah 14. Just type in Jeremiah 14. You're going to get sermon after sermon after sermon in Jeremiah 14. It doesn't matter if it's a verse, chapter, book. You can look up topics. So I am curious. Now, I don't think that will work. Hang on. Let me look here. I don't think this will work because I don't think there's a hashtag for us. Nope. I was going to do it because you can search by hashtags. I was going to type in a hashtag for Theology Central. Yeah, it's not. Oh, interesting. Okay. If you do the little hashtag symbol and then type in hashtag Theology Central in the search function, we do show up. That's interesting. If anybody else wants to try it. That's interesting. Yes. Okay. There you go. That's what I was referring to. Kind of like the hashtag. Like if you make it one word, and then it will show up. That's interesting. Why would it show up that way? That is fascinating. I wonder if we remove the little hashtag and just put Theology Central, all just one word. Aha. Oh, not the beta site. Okay. If you just type in Theology Central on the app, all one word, Theology Central, one word, no space, it does show up, even without the little hashtag symbol. That's interesting. That's weird. Okay, we see, this is why we do these things. This is why I need you guys. All right, so that is bizarre. I don't know. I have no idea the why, the how come. I don't know. I may point that out to them. Hey, if someone searched for us as one word, we show up. What gives? Okay, if you don't have the little hashtag symbol, and it works on the beta site, all one word and the app. Okay, so if you search for Theology Central as one word, we show up. That's interesting. Okay, well, I guess now, so you don't have to necessarily, I still like the code. The code is more like, having a secret code makes me more cool, right? Makes me more mysterious, makes me more like I'm dangerous. Saying just search for us all one word, that seems so mundane and boring and normal. I don't know. If it's not going to work, don't let it work at all until they have the secret code. You would hope that it should be a simple fix. You would hope it would be a simple fix, but so far it hasn't been a simple fix. So far, they just told me we're working on it. We're working on. They said something like the search function is very powerful, but we got to keep twisting the knobs to try to get it perfect. Well, I just need you to get Theology Central so that it can be found. That's what I need, right? I'm glad that you're working on all the other aspects of the search, and that's wonderful. But we would just like people to be able to find us. That's what you would like, right? I mean, you're paying money. You want to be found, right? I mean, it's not free, It's not free. So, $50 a month. You want that content found if at all possible. So, and what you would really want, if you go to Sermons 2.0, I'm going to go back to the home tab. If you go to and you type in theology. Okay. Well, no, see, I thought broadcasters would come up. See, I thought if you type in theology, they just need something where the broadcasters show up. They need, because that's how people find you. If you go to discover, I think if you go to discover and then type in theology, no, still we don't show up. Yeah, you want it to be able for people to find the broadcasters easier. You know what I'm saying? It's great that you can get to maybe a series or to a sermon, but you do want to be a tab for broadcasters. Here's how to find the broadcasters, because if they listen to one sermon, great. But if they see the broadcaster, they click on the broadcaster, then they see all of your content. and then they may hit follow. The key is just trying to get that follow. That's what you want. You want people to hit the follow button. That's what you want, because then in their feed, then something shows up in their feed continually, especially considering how much content we produce, right? So that's what you want. But there's the workaround on the Sermons 2.0 app or the Sermon Audio beta site. If you type in the code in the search bar 03314 03314, you will find us. Please follow us. Or you can type in Theology Central, all one word, no spaces, Theology Central, and you should be able to find us. Now, we spent 30 minutes doing that, but we learned something. I am going to share this information with the people and say, hey, we can be found if we're made one word. There's got to be an easy solution to fix that. Can you help people find us when we're two words? Okay, there's got to be, you hope there's got to be an easy workaround. So we will see. And I will keep you posted right here at the top secret 03314. Yeah, get it? 03314. Yeah, you get it. All right. Yeah, I'm going to say, what's the name of your podcast? I'm just going to say 03314, right? Someone just said, on beta, if you choose broadcasters, then search, you show up with or without the space. But that's just the website. It's crazy. You want it to be universally, just everywhere you search, broadcasters at least show up as an option, and the broadcasters that would closely match the words Theology Central. Or even if you just type in theology, all of the broadcasters that have theology in their name, you would want them to show up. Or, whatever the case, Independent Baptist or whatever. So maybe they'll get that fixed soon. All right. 03314 opens the Theology Central door. Okay. I need it. I need music and I need singing. I need music and singing. I don't need you just to type it out and just put little music notes there. That doesn't do anything. I need you to go get a microphone, start recording. I need it professional, and I need it done in 5 minutes. Okay. All right. And then we can just play. Like when we start, we can play that little singing intro. 03314 opens the Theology Central door, and the door is open, and we go live now, or something like that. Like, I don't know. All right, so there you go. There you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The joy of being a podcaster. Right? I'm telling you, it's so easy to grab a microphone and start a podcast. Anyone can do that. You can start a podcast literally in minutes, right? Minutes. You can boom, and then you can start trying to get your podcast distributed. But the problem is there's 50 bazillion other ones, and you'll never be found. You'll never be found. You constantly have to be figuring out, how can I be found in the midst of this, ocean of content? Well, at the most basic level, you want someone to go, what's the name of your podcast? Theology Central. Okay, found you. Thank you. You just want them, no matter where they go look, they type in the words Theology Central, there they are. That's typically the case, except on the Sermons 2.0 app, which we have promoted heavily here. I think we've probably promoted it. I think it would be fair to say we may have promoted Sermons 2.0 app more than any other broadcaster has probably promoted it. I think we probably have. I think that's probably fair. You could probably look at all the broadcasters. Now, some of them may have promoted it in other ways. Maybe they took out newspaper ads or a billboard or something. But I'm talking just airtime. We have promoted it over and 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 over again. And then we can't be found. That's crazy. That's crazy. But there you go. So 03314, you can find us. Theology Central, all one word, no spaces. You can find us. Now, if you run into any other weird issues, glitches, hiccups, please email me, newsif@yahoo.com. newsif@yahoo.com. That's newsif@yahoo.com. I'm going to take the information we've just discovered, pass it along, Hopefully, it will expedite the solution, and then we can once again be found simple and easy. All right. Now, I'm sorry for wasting your time. I know I'm going to get emails going, that was a stupid broadcast. Why did you do that? That was a waste of time. I understand, but I don't want to waste your time. But what did you want me to do? Spend 35 minutes doing this as an intro to something else? That would be foolish. At least this, it's all here contained in one episode, and we worked it through. And I wanted to just demonstrate how that works. So there you go. Just remember, you can find our content on any podcasting app on earth. Just look for Theology Central. However, if you want to listen to us live, the Spreaker app, that's Spreaker, Spreaker, not speaker, Spreaker, right? You can find us there. Shouldn't be a problem. And you can listen to us live there. Or the Church One app, that's Church O-N-E, Church O-N-E. You download that app, do a search for Theology Central. Boom, that turns the Church One app into the Theology Central app. Then you get everything and you get notified when we go live. That's your best solution in keeping up with all of our content. We recommend the Sermons 2.0 app because, one, you can listen to me live and you can keep up with all of our content. Oh, and you have millions and millions and millions of other sermons and live webcasts going on all day, all night, around the clock. I mean, it's great. It's great. You got so much going on there. So we definitely recommend the Sermons 2.0 app. If you do download the Sermons 2.0 app and you want to follow us, which we would greatly, greatly appreciate you do follow us on that app, do a search for 03314 or Theology Central, all one word. Follow us, and then on your little feed tab, whenever new content is there, it will show up in your feed. All right. And I challenge you to find a number of broadcasters on the Sermons 2.0 app so that your feed has fresh content around the clock. And then use that content as your spiritual food. I don't even care if it's us. If you find other people you like better, that's okay. There you go. Now we'll be back with something actually, hopefully, useful soon. newsif@yahoo.com. That's newsif@yahoo.com. Everyone have a great day. To those who participated and helped, thank you so very much. This is one of those episodes I needed everyone to participate, so thank you. Everyone have a great day. God bless.